back from the dead.
Hey guys, Frozen X is here, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what makes a vehicle a good raid vehicle, or the best raid vehicle, or however you want to word it to make it sound better or more awesome. But first of all, I'm not gonna be talking about any raids specifically. Certain raids you want different abilities, different things that will help you out, but I'm talking in general here. So first off, I think one of the most important things in a raid vehicle is just your ability to shoot. And I know what you're thinking, well, yeah, no shit, you're gonna put guns on it. Well, I see a lot of people throw cannons on their vehicles, and having a cannon, I'm not saying it's a bad thing and it's terrible and that, oh, you can't use cannons in raids, but I will say I don't find it as effective as actually just using a machine gun or an autocannon, because you have limited amounts of ammo. The other thing that I don't really see done very often, which I think people really just are underestimating the power of, is ramming. The just powered ramming modules are extremely good in all the raids. In like race raids, if AI gets in your way, you can just push them out of the way, usually scrape off a couple tires while you're at it. In defense raids, you can just go ahead and block them off. They can't do damage to powered melee, so as long as you are in a situated spot where they can only hit your powered part of your vehicle, or powered melee part of your vehicle, you're pretty much good. And then in siege raids, you'll see how I kind of handle this. It's pretty interesting. I don't see many people doing this. Maybe because it's not great. I think it's pretty cool though. I go up, I destroy this one turret, and then I just shoot up, and you can see if I stop shooting. Hold on. Get connected again. You can see that I'm doing a decent bit of damage per tick just from ramming, just straight ramming it, which is extremely awesome. You just do a great amount of damage over time, and it's a great way to just work down these powerful towers. I personally go for the medium machine guns. Autocannons work just as well. I think 25mm autocannons would personally be the best, because I mean, well, they are very powerful. That's all I can really say about that. I mean, I'm sure you know. Oh, jeez. Man, this guy is just on me. He is ready to kill me. And, yeah. So, pretty much, that is what I think is, what I think about melee in raids. I think it's really good. I think it's a bit underrated, like I said, and, go ahead and try it out. I'm sure you'll actually like it. I don't see how it could hurt you, really. Don't throw too many on there. You don't want to build a ramming-only build. That's a bit idiotic, to say the least. I don't think that's the tower over there, but yeah, there's a few other things too. The ability to move quickly, of course, is really key. The ability to actually take some hits, though, is even more important. You can't just build a weak-ass raid vehicle and then expect it to work. Speed is not always the key. Sometimes it's just better off to, go ahead and try and, take the hit rather than just, dodge all of them. Because chances are, the homing missiles, you are going to take the hits. You can't really always, dodge them. Oh, that's cool. I leveled up. Purple haze. Cool. Cool. Alright. Okay. Why? Why are you telling me all this stuff? Oh, I hit level 4 with scat. Wow, I leveled up in both at the same time. Anyway, the other thing that you want is, like I said, you do want speed, of course, but you don't want ridiculous amounts of speed. You want to have a good amount of armor, so you can, like I said, take the hits, take a few homing missiles before your vehicle just gets disabled, because, well, a lot of times in raids you don't really get destroyed, especially in siege. It's a lot of time you lose tires or you lose your guns and you have to self-destruct. Same thing goes with race. In defense, though, I usually die when I get disabled because, well, they're kind of swarming you in defense, but in race and siege, the AI are constantly moving, and that puts you in this position where if you're constantly moving, then, they will kill you. If you stay in one spot, though, they'll kind of just leave you alone after they disable you, which, I mean, that's not exactly great, but, you can handle it. You have the self-destruct button if you hit escape. Some of the other things that are really good is, just your general, it just really has nothing to do with the vehicle, but your general understanding of what to do in the game mode. A lot of people don't really know that. For Siege, it's definitely shoot the turrets. Make sure you get the missile turrets first. They are the bad ones that will really fuck your day up. And for defense, it's pretty much just don't let the fucking enemies hit the damn, you know, pump jack. It's not really that hard. Race is the easiest of all of them. That's why I like Race. It's so simple. You get so good rewards from it, and it's, like I said, it's just fucking simple. All you gotta do is get into the circle and wait there for 3 seconds. That is probably the best race, or best raid I think there is. You get really good rewards, like I said, and it does not take long. So for the time, like the time that it takes to complete one, I'd say it's definitely the best rewarding. The other thing that I think people really underestimate in here is just the general use of machine guns over autocannons. Like I said a little bit ago, I do prefer machine guns over autocannons, and my reasoning behind that is because machine guns will actually shoot at a better, like, you know, at a range you can hit better rather than autocannons, because a lot of time in this game I find myself that I'm at a decent range away and I need to get up close to them, and the autocannons are really good at close range. Don't get me wrong, they're probably one of the best things at close range in the game, but you have this issue with them where at a, you know, longer range, you can't really do a whole hell of a... Oh my god, that guy was a dick. Wow, that screwed me. Let's see, maybe this other guy will flip me over. Probably not. Can I knock his thing off before he kills me? Okay, that's good. But, yeah, usually when you do get... See, this is what I mean, though. By a lot of times in this game, you get kind of screwed over with your positioning rather than getting killed. So having a carjack is extremely helpful. I wish I had a carjack on me so I could make my point a little bit better, but I don't, because I'm, you know, I didn't think this far ahead into them. The other thing people don't really use are weapon radiators, but I find that the weapon coolers, the blues that you make as the engineers, are extremely useful. I had one for a while, but I, you know, broke it through combat use, so unfortunately I don't have it attached to this vehicle, but I will be creating another one real soon because I have plenty of supplies to do so. I'm really hoping this guy just knocks me back over. Nope, nope, doesn't appear he's going to do that. Well, we won anyway, so that's good. Now, probably the final thing, and, you know, final thing that really makes a decent raid vehicle, and, you know, this one is a bit more contestable, is just having melee armor around you. The bumpers, the plows, hatchets, all that stuff reduces melee damage, and it's really hard to get past, and it causes meleeers to just hit you and sit there, and it doesn't really do much. This is extremely important because, you know, as you've noticed, inside these raids, you're really fighting a lot, and I mean a lot, of melee vehicles. Most of them are the guys who have the augers on the front of them, and then every so often you have those green guys with the 2 buzzsaws, which they're not as deadly, but if you see the ones that have 8 wheels and auger on the front and chainsaws along the sides, those are the ones that are generally scary and will take off a wheel or some armor paneling before, you know, before you're able to get away from them, so be careful of those guys. And other than that, there's not too much to be said. I would just highly recommend, whatever you're doing, play the objective first. A lot of people don't seem to understand that you can just go ahead and rack up as much time as you possibly can on the counter. Once you've got 9 out of 10 of the pump jacks, then you go farm AI. You might have like 2 minutes on the counter to go farm AI, but that's 2 minutes of farming AI where you do not have to worry about failing the mission. And if you fail the mission, then what the fuck was the point of this in the first place? Like, seriously. So, play the objective before you start taking out AI. That's probably the best advice I can give you. But other than that, just, you know, try out different things too. No, I don't by any means claim to have the best raid vehicle. I have a raid vehicle that I very much enjoy. I think it works for me. I really like it, and so I keep using it. The whole goal of this game is for you to find the raid vehicle that you like and for you to use, but your raid vehicle may be vastly different than mine. You may hate melee on your vehicle. I personally think it's the best thing you can put on a raid vehicle. Even in siege raids, like, you could just see that it's just slowly grinding away. I'm not even shooting right now. That's just the health going down from the fact that I'm, you know, ramming it right now, which is extremely helpful, you know, because especially if you're going to be using guns, your guns have a chance of getting knocked off. If you still have your melee, I mean, you can still do damage, and it makes you still useful, puts you in the game still. It's a really good thing to have. A lot of people underestimate it in raids because, well, they just assume, you know, what am I going to do with melee? Am I just going to sit there and grind against the enemy for 20 minutes? And, well, yes, do that. What is wrong with that? See, this is the first guy I've ever seen doing this as well. I actually think he's doing a great job as well. And if you see how our team broke up in two different sides here, we're like 3 minutes on the counter, and still, we only have one pump jack left. I'm just going to go ahead and kill AI for the next 3 minutes. Like, someone on our team is already targeting that pump jack, so I'm just going to farm XP, which equals farming, like, you know, the copper. Couldn't think of the name for it, but there we go, copper. Because the more XP you get, the more copper you get, so, you know, just go kill some AI while you can. Might as well. And definitely just make sure you don't lose, so, like I said. Because if you lose, you pretty much everything gets halved immediately. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. I hope this helped you out a little bit. I don't know, but yep, I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.